unity in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land. We pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Thank you. Could you please have a seat? Again, I'd like to welcome you here to our Carnival celebration Kaiso competition. And our MC for this evening is none other than Llewellyn McIntosh, Short Pants. I'd like to give you a round of applause.
Good afternoon. Apparently only the band is here. Good afternoon. Right, that sounds a little bit better. Welcome to the COSTAATT. It's called a Soca Calypso competition because it seems as though there's more than one genre. Some people sing in Kaiso and some people sing in Soca. I was just checking the list. There are 35 contestants. So we need to start, early so that we could finish before we go home tomorrow morning. Of the 35 contestants, 33 are already here backstage getting ready. And I just would like to point out a couple things before we begin. The judges will judge on the following: lyrics, 40 marks; music, 30 marks; presentation, 20 marks; rendition, 10 marks. If you put it together, you get 100, right? And I would like to introduce the judges. And I'm quite certain they will acknowledge when I call the name. Miss Denise Pritchard, she's the music teacher at Sangre Grande Secondary. Welcome, Miss Pritchard. And the other judge, Mr. Paul Massey, who is a cultural officer in the Department of Visual and Performing Arts of the Ministry of Education. So it appears as though we have competent judges. I'm trying to find out, do we have an audience? That sounds like half our audience. Let's try again. Let's try on this side. Do we have an audience? Yeah, it sounds like that. All right. And the band on stage. Wow. Have almost as many band members as Calypsonians. Gee whiz. Rapid response. No. Oh, sorry. I get the faces mixed up. So I've been corrected, right? My response was a little bit too rapid. The band, the students are all music students at COSTAATT, and that is the way to go. Very, very impressive. Very impressive. Not only music students, apparently, as I look, some of their teachers as well. So let's acknowledge their teachers as well. Let's acknowledge their teachers. Well, we want to start because, as I said, 35 contestants to go. And we want to start with contestant number 1. His Calypso is called Flambeau Light. The genre is Calypso. He is of the Fine and Performing Arts Department at the Trin City Learning Center. So I would like you to warmly welcome contestant number 1, Mr. Wendell Morrow.
Of an invasion. This was hostile territory Tuesday night, around 11 p.m., as any incursion here earlier was met by gunshots in the dark in retaliation to the shooting death of Nigel Caesar earlier in the day, Police had locked down the roadway from Bessel Street to Picton Road around 7 last evening as residents started taking action against commuters.
Not another flambeau, say not another flambeau, say not another flambeau, give me an ease tonight. Oh. When I open my newspapers, it seems like I just always lose. 'Cause the front page of the dailies seems to carry bad news. If it's not about government corruption or crime they can't solve again, it is the story about the little black boy who gets slain down the lane. Every day seems to be a murder, like the toe tag is a new style. Not even Levi or Versace could be so wicked and wild. You just hear some fathers start to cuss and shout the way the sons had to go. And if you pass through the streets of Laventille, tonight they light in flambeau, flambeau light, flambeau light. Oh, you show your strength and your might. Flambeau light from that news, give me an ease tonight. You just shine your light bright all through the town. When you hear the loved ones go down, you should be shining your light for victory, for all of the world to see. So many mothers does hold their head and ball when the sons become ground zero. I hear a mother beg the creator, she don't want to light no flambeau, flambeau light, flambeau light. Oh, you show your strength and your might, but flambeau light from that news, give me an ease tonight. Say flambeau light. Some say it's the curse of the government that have them lighting flambeau. Some say it's the skeletons they buried in graves that are so shallow. Seems to me like most of the world crazy, like the world going mad. And that piece of insanity, it might Tobago and Trinidad. Some say it's the curse of the ancestors taken from their homelands. Maybe it's the curse of the slave masters, the blood they spilled on their hands. I think it's Colombian culture and the Queen Coca who's at large. Our pastor say we go light more flambeau if we let God take charge. Flambeau light, oh, you show your strength and your might. Flambeau light from that news, give me an ease tonight. You just shine your light right all through the town. When you hear the loved ones go down, you should be shining your light for victory, all of the world to see. So many mothers just hold their head and fall when the sons become ground zero. I hear a mother beg the creator, she don't want to light no flambeau, flambeau light. Oh, you show your strength and your might, but flambeau light from that news, give me an ease tonight. Oh. Sometimes my blood does run cold when I really check out them scenes. When a flambeau light in the still of night instead by some tragic means. Nowadays every time I turn around, like is a killing spree. How many folks of my nation bound in chains of mental slavery? Why can't we use a flambeau to celebrate victory over the years? Why every day that the master make, people just have to shed tears? I like to celebrate the ancestors who fought for our freedom. I like to celebrate life over barbarianism. So flambeau light, oh, you show your strength and your might. Flambeau light from that news, give me an ease tonight. You just shine your light right all through the town. When you hear the loved ones go down, you should be shining your light for victory, all of the world to see. So many mothers just hold their head and go out when the sons become ground zero. I hear a mother beg the creator, she don't want to light the flambeau. Flambeau light, oh you show your strength and your might. Flambeau light from that news, give me an ease tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, Wendell Morrow doing Flambeau Light. And we press on. As I pointed out to you, since last I spoke to you, 2 more contestants have come, so we back up to 35. So we've got to go on. The second contestant, like the first, from the Trin City Learning Center, again from the Department of Fine and Performing Arts. It seems as though all the contestants from this department. The name of the Kaiso, Man's Evolution, right? The genre is Calypso, Man's Evolution. And singing about man, we present a woman. Her name is Cherise Collymore. Cherise Collymore, Man's Evolution, the Trin City Learning Center. Bring her on, please.
Good evening.
Do you believe in evolution? I do. I do. I do. And mankind is no longer human. I do. I do. I do. Look what happened to a 6-year-old recently up in the east. Something slaughtered that little child and his auntie tried to hide. Now come and tell me to my face that man ain't turning to beast. Yes, the change is happening deep down inside. Man, they will come with a smiling face and you they try to entice. But I hope you listen and take my advice. Hey, stop looking at face, 'cause all man indulging in is deadly deception, just to make that connection. And once he gets in your space, the things he would do to you will make you start to question, is this misplaced affection? You never saw it coming. Sweet songs he was humming, but the pain he left will keep drumming in your head. You believed he was so caring, you never knew you were sharing your love with a piece within your bed. Oh, dread, a piece within your bed. Do you believe in evolution? I do. I do. I do. And mankind is no longer human. I do. I do. I do. Mankind is doing anything to beautify the outward look. Body parts enhancement with plastic surgery, all with the bold intent to see what they could hook. And from then on it's a lifetime of misery. No one ever judges a tree by looking at its roots. The good book says we must make that connection. And once he gets in your space, the things he would do to you will make you start to question, is this misplaced affection? You never saw him coming, sweet songs he was humming, but the pain he left to keep drumming in your head. You believed he was so caring, you never knew you were sharing your love with a peace within your bed. Oh, dread, a peace within your bed. In evolution, I do, I do, I do. And mankind is no longer human, I do, I do, I do. Look at how he hunts his prey using darkness as his cloak, stooping low to remain unseen like animals in the wild. Then he would pounce on you to rape, to slash or to choke. Matters not if it's man, woman or child. We keep running into human beasts with open eyes wide awake and continue to repeat the same mistake. So stop looking at face, 'cause all man indulging in is deadly deception, just to make that connection. And once he gets in your space, the things he would do to you will make you start to question, is this misplaced affection? You never saw it coming, sweet songs he was humming, but the pain he left will keep drumming in your head. You believed he was so caring, you never knew you were sharing your love with a peace within your bed. How dread a peace within your bed. Man is evolving, I do, I do, I do. And the human spirit is dissolving, I do, I do, I do. The Darwin theory of how man was once a beast and had all his fallings for walking on the ground, but man was created man as the master's masterpiece. But I believe Charles Darwin got it all wrong. What we see happening and evolving before our eyes is man turning beast but dressing human disguise. I say stop looking at face, all man indulging in is deadly deception, just to make that connection. And once he gets in your space, the things he would do to you will make you start to question, is this misplaced affection? You never saw it coming, sweet songs he was humming, but the pain he left to keep drumming in your head. Sharing the best. Thank you.
One more time for Cherise Colimo. I am pleased to see that the audience has grown a little bit bigger since we started. Songs as though the audience has grown bigger. You know, some people feel that the MC work easy. The MC work is not easy. So one of the things MC is supposed to do is to find out something about the contestants. So I was trying to find out something about the last contestant, Cherise Colimo, who is in the Department of Fine and Performing Arts. She had a project to do last August. And when she tried to organize the project, based on all the things she had to do, the typing, the putting together the document, the photocopying, and so on, she ran short of money. And coming from a poor family, she decided that one way to raise funds might be to see if there were any good Samaritans who might be willing to help a poor student. So she decided to choose a place like Valsayn, big houses and so on. It must have people there. But she's willing to work, you know, don't get me wrong, she's willing to work. So she come out by this big house, she knock on the door, the man look out, and she said, I'm a student from, you know, the Department of Fine and Performing Arts at COSTAATT, and I have a project to do and I'm trying to raise some funding. So if you have any chores, any odd jobs around the house, are willing to do it, you know, to raise some money. So the fella, the wife just asked him the day before to do some painting, and he feel he could get out doing the painting. So he said, come, sure, come in. So he come inside. He said, can you paint? So Cherise said, yes, I could paint. He said, well, what would you charge to paint the porch for me? So Cherise look and so on. She said, well, I'll charge you $300. He said, well, we have a deal. So he said, go in the garage, have some paint there, have some paint brushes, rollers and whatever, and organize me. So when he gone inside, he didn't realize that the wife right behind the door listening. The wife say, you're a wicked man, right? He said, you mean? Again the porch, do you want the porch paint? Again the porch paint for $300. That's why I say you're so wicked. The girl didn't realize the porch going all around the house, right? You're supposed to give she at least 500, must be 6. He said, hush, you always have money for all kind of things. How you think I was getting money? So he gone and he sit down and he put on sports marks and he watching sports. And Cherise painting away. About 2 hours after, he hear a tap on the window, he jump up. He say, you finish? She say, yes. She say, and I realized he had plenty paint. So I put on 2 coats. He said, that's my girl. Dip your hand in the pocket, hand her the $300. She reach saying, project fix. So she put the money in and she think and she feeling good. She said, thank you very much. And she start walking. She say, by the way, I was wondering if to tell you, it's not a Porsche, it's a Lexus. Yeah, you mightn't always understand the stories I tell. If you don't, and you see the fella or the chick next to you laughing, then you're supposed to laugh. Otherwise, you will think that, you know, you're kind of a little backward. We're moving on. Contestant number 3 is from the Department of Information Technology, right, from the city campus. And his Calypso, well, I shouldn't say his Calypso, his genre is Soca. And the name of his Soca, a most unusual name. It's called ARGGAF. The name of this song, ARGGAF. And for those who mightn't understand, because as I said, I had to find out information, so I asked, and that is supposed to mean advisement, registration, gate, GPA, assessment, finals. And I'm quite certain it all makes sense to you now. ARGGAF. The JA is Soca, the department is Information Technology, the campus is the city campus. The name of the contestant, Roger Chung. Bring him on.
Hello? 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 Yes? Yes? Uh-huh. Right. I'm going to Argap. I'm going to Argap. Going to COSTAATT. Want to start classes. I need to pay. But what about gate? Going to Argap. Going to Argap. I register for gate. Government to pay for me. Until I get my cert, associate or bachelor's. I still hear COSTAATT. Doing my arf. I'm doing my arf. I'm doing my arf. I'm doing my arf. GPA, oh gone. Assessment, oh gone. Group projects, oh gone. Another assessment, oh gone. Doing my arf. Doing my arf. Doing my arf. Doing my arf. I have some finals. Oh boy. I have a project. Where my team I'm calling them up. Where Angie? Where Daniel? I'm going to arf. I'm going to arf. I'm going to arf. Going to arf. Going to arf. COSTAATT. Going to arf. Going to arf. Thank you.
Roger Chung there, and as you would realize, from the Department of Information Technology. One more time for Roger doing Soca. And we move on from Roger to another contestant from the Department of Fine and Performing Arts and the Trin City Learning Center. The name of this Calypso, the genre is Calypso, and the name of the Calypso is Calypso. And we want to welcome another female contestant. Her name, Jonelle Manwaring. So let's welcome Jonelle to do Calypso, the Jazz Calypso, Fine and Performing Arts, the Trin City Learning Center. Put your hands together for contestant number 4.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take you all on a historical journey. My Calypso, your Calypso, our Calypso. I am Calypso. Barabadi-daido. I came to this land from across the seas. I came to this land called the West Indies, brought by the slave master to work the fields. No sight of brighter days, no liberty, but from dusk till dawn I worked the plantation. Through sun and rain I toiled many sleepless nights. I kneeled down and prayed to my God. Down my cheeks tears flowed. My heart broken with grief mangles my flesh with whipping. Oh gosh, not a relief, but I toiled, yes I toiled, trying to resist the white man's fist. So with a melody such as this, I started a song for freedom and justice. I am emancipation, I see a broader vision. I am a new revelation, I sing the songs of a generation. I am the voice of the people from all the pain and struggle. I am historical, and this is where Calypso came from. This is the foundation. Calypso, oi, 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 Calypso, oi, 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 oi. From the slavery days it started, my sweat and tears were falling. I am Calypso, this is where I began. Barabadi-daido. After the abolishment of mental slavery, I planted my feet on the Isles of TNT. I was free, so free from the white man's misery. My prayers were answered by the Almighty, so I settled with my Caribbean family. Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the French impacted tremendously to the newfound cultures of TNT. Carnival had arrived, about the beginning of a new life. A sight to behold, a precious soul, the stronghold of TNT. This became the rise of the art form, a seed that was planted to bear fruits in song. And with a melody such as this, the griot sang with cultural bliss. I am the red, white and black, the roots of the French Revolution. I am the adoption of Carnival by the slaves from the plantation. I am the voice of the people from all the pain and struggle. I am historical, and this is where Calypso came from. This is the foundation. Calypso, oi, 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 oi. Calypso, oi, 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 oi. From the slavery days it started, my sweat and tears were falling. I am Calypso, this is where I began. Barabadi-daido. A historical journey. My Calypso, your Calypso. I get it. sweat and blood, our art form has a place in history, spread throughout the Caribbean and internationally. The first Calypso recording was in 1914, and by the Second World War it propelled magnificently from bamboo structures and plastic tents to permanent housing, north, south, east and west. Sweet melodic beat set your heart afire. Lyrics made you cry or scream out in laughter. Pioneered by the rising Calypso stars, competing for the Calypso monarch. The extempo form also took its place with its improvised lyrics and rhythmic speech. Men and women took their turn. The art form was in complete control, and with a melody such as this, Calypso gave us I am the great Lord Kitchener, the famous David Rudder. I am the mighty Sparrow, Lord Invader, Calypso Rose. I am the voice of the people from all the pain and struggle. I am historical, and this is where Calypso came from. This is we contribution. Calypso, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. From these every days it started, my sweat and tears were falling. I am Calypso, this is where I began. Saying Calypso dying, or is it already dead? That there is no future for its place again. It's losing its crown and its substance. No sight of its contribution. It is the backbone of the West Indies heritage. It represents significant events. It is well alive and more at that. It celebrates life. My heart is angered with pain. My body shivers. I hear the echoes of life as a slave. Endless days of torture I remember like yesterday. I survived the injustice. So with a melody such as this, I would sing with cultural bliss. I am the new evolution. New ways to recreate our art form. Use the youths of our nation to build and establish what once was. They are the new generation, a fresh new style, a new modern edge, a twist to modernize. And this is where Calypso will go, towards the ends of the earth. Calypso, oh yeah, Calypso.
John L. Manwaring, doing really well. And there are some people we'd like to thank for assisting the COSTAATT Kaiso competition 2014. And maybe you might want to give them a hand. The persons who have contributed as sponsors, the National Lotteries Control Board, Nestle, the Women's Wellness Center, Simon's Musical Supplies Limited, SM Jaleel and Company Limited, Baseline Services Company Limited, and one very stiff sponsor here, Lee's funeral directors. I'm sure I got that dead right. As we proceed, 4 down, 31 more contestants to go. I wish to compliment COSTAATT for the number of competitors in this competition. How about it for COSTAATT? Yeah. Contestant number 5 is from the North Learning Center. And the Department of Mass Communication. The genre is Calypso. The name of the song, Watch Your Ride. Watch Your Ride. Let's meet and greet Jeniel Bailey. Jeniel Bailey from the Department of Mass Communication.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to dedicate this song to everyone who've lost their lives on the roads of TNT. I'm begging every driver, young or old, rich or poor, experienced or inexperienced, that when you drive, please drive to arrive alive. 3 o'clock in the morning, the phone was ringing. She was so confused. The way the country going with the crime and everything. Something tell her bad news. The police was telling she to come down to the mortuary, and he meant no disrespect. They pull her one son, Tommy, off a Miss SUV, that now it's a mango wreck. Watch your ride, my friends, watch your ride. How you driving, mister, could be suicide. Don't forget, when you leave the vet, obey the highway code, stop misusing the roads and causing carnage among us. If you drink before you drive, then be prepared to die. Another one bites the dust. The situation so alarming, so much young people dying. Who thought they could drive? You're young and gullible, you feel invincible. Drive to stay alive. It's not how fast you're moving or the music you're grooving. You better be wise. You take care of a tumble, well boy, you better humble, cause the casket will look so nice. Watch your ride, brothers, watch your ride. So you'll have overtaken, that is suicide. Buckle up, yes, red light means to stop. If you don't like to break, it's risky like to take. Your middle name is outrageous. If you want to make a show, then be prepared to go. Another one bites the dust. Boy, yeah. So you have a fancy ride, you better learn to stay alive. Boy, yeah. Attention to you truckers, material transporters, who's sharing the roads. We got to learn to prevent these needless accidents. Please secure your loads. What you telling a family when you kill somebody? What is your defense when the cause of this tragedy is due to stupidity and your negligence? Watch your ride, my friends, watch your ride. If your brakes light not working, that could be your last ride. Please slow down, and your days would be long. If you don't like to break, it's risky like to take. Your middle name is outrageous. If you want to make a show, then be prepared to go. Another one bites the dust. I'm begging you, my sisters, drivers and passengers, take a good advice. Don't depend on nobody nobody to dictate your destiny. Safeguard your own lives. If the driver, the maxi, driving like a donkey, it don't worth the price. Instead of concentrating, you're chatting and texting. Here comes your demise. Watch your ride, sisters, sisters, watch your ride. Using cell phone while driving, that's a suicide. Please slow down, and your days will be long. Passengers in your car, no time to be a star, that's the time to be extra cautious. If you make one mistake, it's people like a stake, another one bites the dust. Boy, eh. So you have a fancy ride, you better learn to stay alive. Boy, eh. Yes? Thank you.
Yeah, Miss Bailey there, watching her ride. Contestant number 5. As the evening proceeds into the night, one of the things I will do is to tell you little stories. And the time has come for me to tell you another little story. I've discovered that within recent times, people have some very unusual names. I don't know if it's nickname or if it's real name, but I have some partners who lime where I live in Tunapuna. Some unusual names. For example, it have 5 of them normally lime together. One named Ice. One that's called him Tambran. Another one that's called him Current. I mean, seriously. One named Coconut. It have another one that's called Curry. Good partners, you know, Coconut, Current, Curry, Tambran, Ice. They leave Tunapuna and find themselves in Belmont that evening. I mean, they're quite up in the east, they know nothing about Port of Spain. Walking through Belmont, taking pictures, making notes. I think they was planning to see if they could get in COSTAATT and somebody tell them sometime you have to do research. And they feel research mean you have to go search in wrong place and thing. So they leave walking through Belmont, reach Gonzales, find themselves in Lavantil, boy, and they know the difference between one border and the other. I'd have borderline and thing. As they get in, walking up Lavantil Road, gunshot. Well, you could imagine, Current roll, Coconut drop, Curry duck, Tambran ball, and ice cream. I just thought I'd tell you that story. As we move on to contestant number 6, he's from the Department of Foreign Languages, the city campus, and the genre is Calypso, and his song is called Partnership Horrors. Partnership Horrors. Foreign languages, the department. Foreign languages, the department. The campus is the city. The name of the Kaiso, Partnership Horrors. Welcome, Vernon Beru.
Judges, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. time is running out. They have no score to talk about. It's so bright and sunny, I doubt that this game will ever wash out. It's cricket, the political one. This partnership cannot score a run. So it's up to the skipper Kamala now to save this one. She needs a good long partnership. She cannot save this game without it. But there's no way when you have spectators. They say to save this game, she have to be Garfield sobers. Cause if she was sober, she would have studied partnerships. If she was sober, she wouldn't let an advantage slip. If she was sober, she would have unified this team. If she was sober, she would have built up a real dream team. Now she can't get this partnership up and running. She is not so buzzed and know nothing about captaining. And this partnership need a sober innings to get their backs off the wall. But she can't do that because she ain't sober at all. Oh no, she can't do that because she ain't sober at all. Well, Sobers is the name, and cricket has brought him fame. He is the greatest all-rounder in this world of the cricketing game. He scored 365, not out. It took a Lara to knock that out. And obviously with Sobers came sobriety to build a good, solid partnership pack. It's you watch my back and I watch your back. But there's no way, cause them boys so chronic. When they see our back, oh Lord, they just want to stab it. Now if she was sober, she couldn't say we win, we win. If she was sober, she would have known that she get a good licking. If she was sober, she would have checked it from batch and qualified. If she was sober, when the mark was, she would have no way lie. Now she can't get this partnership up and running. She is not sober and lets the cabal control things. And this partnership needs someone like Sobers who good with the bat and ball. But she can't do that because she ain't sober at all. Oh no, she can't do that because she ain't sober at all. Watching them as they play, they're not serious in any way, and not one of them have a pass when you watch at them play. They cannot play straight at all, and they always dropping the ball. Prakash Raman herself and he no balls couldn't help them at all. Instead of learning how to play an off drive, his Range Rover Ram Logan want to drive. So there's no way, here the commentator. To save this game, she has to be really sober. Cause if she was sober, in Tobago they wouldn't run she out. If she was sober, in Shagwana she wouldn't get stomped out. If she was sober, in the local she wouldn't get a blowout. if she was sober, he and Alan would not have been caught out. Now she can't get his partnership up and running. She is not so buzzed and know nothing but field placing. And just like so buzzed, she would have stand up tall and put some lash on the ball. But she can't do that because she ain't so buzzed at all. Oh no, she can't do that because she ain't so buzzed at all. Time to take the new ball. Well, I hold my head and ball. When Ramadan Singh started to bowl his spell, he used a bubble. Opposing players made the call, his action illegal and all. But they couldn't get the matter referred at all for the third umpire to call. And through the covers, they can't even play a shot. But they efficient when it's time to cover up. Watch the way they run between the wickets. They're running as if, oh Lord, they're running rocket. Now if she was sober, she would never leave the field in a crisis. If she was sober, she would have never run off by Sister Dearest. If she was sober, she would have put more fielders on the boundary line. If she was sober, they would have never mixed cokes and juice at the time. Now she can't get his partnership up and running. She is not sober and know nothing about team building. And his partnership needs a captain's innings to turn around the game and all.
That was Vernon Barrow, Partnership Horrors. This Kaiso competition, real good. Sell out, all the seats full and people had to stand up. How about it for COSTAATT? Very well done. Big audience. Now, those of you sitting down here listening to the Kaiso, let me tell you a secret that those who standing up have not told you. And only I will tell you that because I'm your friend. Now, across there, they have refreshments. Now, the refreshments free, provided by COSTAATT for everybody. You all sit down, check in the Kaiso, which is great. And your partners and them stand up in the back. They check in the food court. By the time it finish, I don't think I need to say anymore. Just to let you know that COSTAATT has provided refreshments and you are free to partake, right? Well done, COSTAATT. And the contestants will be competing for, among other things, the best soca. You might want to do your own judging. The best overall presentation, as well as the best Calypso. And we keep it going as we move on to the next contestant, who will be contestant number 7. Number 7. Contestant number 7. Right? I mean, it has some things I can't do, but I could count. Right? I went to COSTAATT. The department is Journalism and Public Relations. This is the South Campus. It's the first groovy soca for the afternoon. It's called Carnival Girlfriend. Carnival Girlfriend from the South Campus, Department of Journalism and Public Relations. Let's welcome Kepera Menkoura.
Friday, I gone down the road to party. No partners around, it's just me and the woman in tongue. Beat a girl that day, I like how she look and how she sweet. Oh gosh, she's sexy, pretty face and nice body. Our eyes had met, it was a moment I never regret. Since then we all over in all them fete. Hey, whether it was a fete, fire fete or licensing, me and my lady pumping on the road with Tribe or McFarlane. Sun or rain, we whining behind a big truck with sweet music blasting. We hold on and just chipping in a fete holding she and grooving, hoping that the season don't end, so I can be with my carnival girlfriend. Oh Lord, hey, so I can be with my carnival girlfriend. Hey, we went panorama semis together to hear sweet pan in the savannah. She show hat and tight jersey. I had my beats carnival, jury Kaiso then fiesta, extempo. All them events she persuade me to go. I was tired and sleepy, wanted more time to be with she. So I organized for she to beat my family. Hey, whether it was a fete, fire fete or licensing, me and my lady pumping on the road with Tribe or McFarlane. Sun or rain, we whining behind a big truck with sweet music blasting. We hold on and just chipping in a fete holding she and grooving, hoping that the season don't end, so I can be with my carnival girlfriend. Oh Lord, hey, so I can be with my carnival girlfriend. Hey, I throw a fete right home by me, introduce she to the family. My brother say, who is this young lady? What did she want? I know just she was never started to get vexed. I wondering what go happen next. She said she have to travel back to Boston before the carnival season done. I tell she I go link a car to go Soca Monarch and the Mashka. She said just for me she would stay longer. Hey, whether it was a fete, fire fete or licensing, me and my lady pumping on the road with Tribe or McFarlane. Sun or rain, we whining behind a big truck with sweet music blasting. We hold on and just chipping in a fete holding she and grooving, hoping that the season don't end, so I can be with my carnival girlfriend. Oh Lord, hey, so I can be with my carnival girlfriend. Hey, whether it was a fete, fire fete or licensing, me and my lady pumping on the road with Tribe or McFarlane. Sun or rain, we whining behind a big truck with sweet music blasting. We hold on and just chipping in a fete holding she and grooving, hoping that the season don't end, so I can be with my carnival girlfriend. Oh Lord, hey, so I can be with my carnival girlfriend. Hey, yeah baby, I forget to give you something for Valentine's, so hold on to that, right? Love your COSTAATT. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
One of these days I'll get a girlfriend like that. One more time for Carnival girlfriend. Kepera Menkora. Right? Don't forget what I told you all about the refreshments. I'm very concerned about you lovers of Calypso. I mean, I can tell that you are the genuine lovers of Calypso. Right? How about it for the genuine lovers of Calypso? And sometimes you have to choose. You have to choose between your Kaiso and your food. And you all have chosen the Kaiso. Very well done. Very well done. Keep it up. So we're moving on. We're moving on. But let me say this, and I really mean this honestly. I have been told that the band this afternoon are students at COSTAATT. And I mean, I in Kaiso 35 years. And the music, really, really good, guys. Well, yeah. The teacher thing, but you know, the teachers too, you know, the teachers too. So, we begin up the teachers. Sir, take a bow, sir. All right. Right, in fact, I think I better join COSTAATT and do some music, you know. I thinking so. We move on to contestant number 8. The City Campus Department of Management for the Protective Services. The genre is Calypso. We want to welcome singing, nothing wrong with that, Ryan McKenzie. Let's hear it for Ryan.
the thing and not read any papers. I had to sing it. Yeah. Ha. Every day I read my newspapers. Every day I watching the TV. I just have to sit and wonder what is wrong with my country. Everywhere I look is a murder. Right here in Trinbago. When the bloodshed is going to end, it seems like nobody don't really know. It have a acting police commissioner. We keep telling me serious crime down. But when I check my figures from last year, like he take me for a blasted clown. I don't know who else to turn to. Man, I really fed up of the crap. So I just want you to tell me if you see anything wrong with that. You say the email gate is a scandal, but no word yet from the Attorney General. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. You couldn't buy 2 doubles before last election. Now you is the owner of 6 big mansion. Nothing wrong with that. Gopal got a big state contract from NB. He don't even own a tanker in the country.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
The housing minister want blue lights on the vehicle so he could get the favors quick from the people.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
We have some serious issues to deal with, and like is nobody really care. Like saying about the children and the future instead of promises every year. Only 10% schools reopen because of the Ministry of Education. It's like Tim want the children stay home and learn how to plan as the doubles man. The next serious issue is the bullying. To make matters worse, they flaming it. I say to you, the youths of tomorrow, when it's time for a job, you will regret it. Take your education seriously, and please do not be distracted. Because at the end of the day, when the results come out, yes, you will work for that. First time when Express could get a lawyer letter to stop publishing the Range Rover minister.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Cocaine disappear from a police station. The thief 40 and leave back 6 grams.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I buy a set of ink to print my own degree, cause I want to get a work up in airport authority.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I bring in some chicken and weed in a container to see if I will end up a board director.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
To all my Lavanti brothers, it's time somebody should educate you. All the bloodshed that is going on is your lands they want, is not you. Check who giving you the guns and the drugs to try and kill out your brother fast. Ask the elders in the community, are they going to see who have the last laugh? try and build an organization. I'm begging you to come together. You don't have to risk attraction of Picton. Not forgetting the mighty bomber. Lavanty going to be the next Westmoreans. I'm not telling you this as a fact. I'm giving you the next 20 years or so, and I'm going to say, all you look for that. Well, it's the first time I see in my nation a gang leader get to build a police station.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
You're rushing to build the highway to Point 14. Stop the hospital while people still dying.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Remember is you cancel all the OPV. Now a set of cocaine coming through my country.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
When I see somebody run and sing she's royal, now telling bodyguard he Calypso to racial.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Back to my paper. Racialism is now on the decline, and I say thank God for that. Seeing the percentage of Douglas last year, one time me mind run on sat. We had to get rid of all the hatred, work on building our community, because it's right here all how we have to live in this country called TNT. Feel free to cross the Caroni Bridge to ever make that your boundary. So I could get a girl down in DB and she could get a man up in Lavanty. Racialism will soon come to an end. People, you just have to wait and see. We would have a Douglas Prime Minister before the year 2050. When I listen to the budget presentation, I remember that same man collect a 10 million. Two Range Rover had the same chassis number. That was okay, said a licensed officer. You're rushing to help St. Lucia and the Philippines, but no help yet for Labre and Diego Martin.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Bungie get 2 awards from America. He not even we top 25 Soca.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong.
Thank you, COSTAATT.
Yeah, Ryan Mackenzie. And I stood up in the back there listening, and nothing wrong with that. How I talk? Yeah, I talk good? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I went outside a short while ago, and while I'm looking on the ground there, I noticed one of the things about coming out in places like these, you know, when you leave Port of Spain and you come up to Trin City and Tunapuna and Arima and places like those, sometimes you see the kind of things you don't see in town, like some insects. I was just looking at some centipede out there. Centipedes, I see some, I surely do afraid centipede. I looking at centipede. I see them walking on the ground. So, you know, I bend down close, and it took me back to when I was a little boy. I used to go by my grandfather in Mayaro. And, you know, these old people have things that some of them pass on. And my grandfather passed on something to me. He knew how to communicate with the insects and the birds and the bees and so on. And he teach me how to understand how centipedes talk. And I couldn't believe that I still remember. So I went outside just now and I watching these centipedes, and I bend down close down on the ground. And I'm watching. and I seen 3 centipedes. And I remember from my days in Mayaro, and I recognize it's 2 male and a female. And when I sit down watching them walking, I realize that the female over on this side and the 2 males over on this side, you know, and the female centipede on that side had on a pair of pom-pom shorts. And these 2 male centipede checking it out. And I put my ears close down on the ground to hear, well, what these 2 male centipedes saying about the female centipede. And I hear one of them tell the other one, he said, George say, yeah, what happened? He say, you seeing? He say, yeah, boy, I seeing. He say, where you checking out? He say, I stand up here and I look at that pair of legs, 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 pair of legs. Like I say, sometimes you wouldn't understand because these jokes kind of... But if you see the guy next to you laughing, well, you laugh too, otherwise, you know, he will think you're kind of... Contestant number 9 from the Human Resource Department of the City Campus. Deja, one more time is Calypso. And something about COSTAATT and cricket. Something about COSTAATT and cricket. The name of the Calypso, We Rallying No More. We Rallying No More. Let's bring on Alicia Williams.
Good night, COSTAATT people. Cricket did bring him great joy. All the cricket nation never stood a chance because our technique was so far advanced. But now these new crop of players are bent on making a shame. Is series after series, we have been winning a game. The fans and them getting fed up. Our pride is only a dream that I have to tell David Rudder. We can rally a dying team. When Sobers came to the wicket, you sure he'll make a century. Yes, we were rallying with men like Lara and Headley. Was an air of expectancy. Yes, we were rallying. Now they rough we up in Australia, pulverize we up in England. Yes, they massacre we in India and destroy we in New Zealand. So brother, I'm very sorry, we just cannot sing the rally. The next match that Western is playing, we sing nearer thy God to thee. But we not rallying, we not rallying. problem we cannot afford. We have some lousy electors whose plan is for us to lose. At times you cannot comprehend the team that these people choose, the coaches that they contracting. I am not really impressed, and those who made the appointment should go St. Anne's and get a test. When Warren was our captain, every player used to rumble. We were rallying, we were rallying. And when Clyde Lloyd take over, West Indies was invincible. We were rallying, yes, we were rallying. But now we have Darren Sammy. The poor man doesn't have a clue of how to win any matches, as defeat is his favorite brew. So rather, I'm very sorry, we just cannot sing the rally. The next match that West Indies playing, we sing nearer thy God to thee. But we not rallying, no, we not rallying. Yeah, what we singing? Nearer thy God to thee. Bam 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 ba-da-dai. Bam 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 ba-da-dai. Bam ba-dam ba-dam ba-da-dai. Bam 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 ba-dai. By the 1970s, so I understand the start of an era as cricket champions for more than 2 decades. West Indians rejoice, and over in Europe, it gave them a voice. But many years now we watching and seen a steady decline. To regain some of that glory, it wouldn't be in our time. For yes, we keep up the rally to prove our loyalty. But now people are defining our team as a believe. When his and Greenage was batting, the scorecard was taken real fast. Yes, we were rallying. When Hall was bowling his bouncers, you seen a bowler of class. Alive, we were rallying. But today when West Indies playing, believe me friends, it's a fact that all around the Caribbean, people dying a heart attack. So brother, I'm very sorry, we just cannot sing the rally. The next match that West Indies play, good God, sing nearer like God to thee. But we not rallying, oh we not rallying. What we singing? Nearer like God to thee. Thank you.
Yeah. Just reminding you that the judges for the evening, Mr. Paul Massey, Miss Denise Pritchard, and Miss Clarinda Jack, like they're going to have a rough time. So let's give them a hand of encouragement. A hand of encouragement for the judges. Yeah. Messrs. Massey, Pritchard, and Jack. And we move on. Contestant number 10. I did tell you we have 35 contestants. It means 25 more to go. As we put on contestant number 10 from the Department of Fine and Performing Arts, the Trin City Learning Center. The genre is Calypso, and the name of this one, Destiny. The name of the song, Destiny. Fine and Performing Arts, the Trin City Learning Center. A big hand, please bring on Tanya Rawlinson. Come on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Strange occurrences around us, and all we do is question why. Our technology has failed us. This is Mother Nature's deepest cry. The most terrible is yet to come.
and more. We have not yet felt her wrath. Oh, oh, Mother Earth is on a mission. Only God can save us now. Waters washing, high winds blowing, taking back our lands. The earth is turning, fires burning, purifying lands. Waters washing, high winds blowing, taking back our lands. The earth is turning, fires burning, purifying lands. Cause Mother Earth has a destiny to heal. Get rid of all the impurities, reveal that Mother Earth has a destiny to heal. Get rid of all the impurities, reveal this land. Oh, this land. 2012 a date had been set, as if we know the date or the hour when our planet shall meet its end. The human race is under new threat, as predictions fall like a shower. Going green is the fashion trend, but greater consequences are yet to come for the actions we have sown. Years of ignorance by the human race. This is it. Do we really have to burn to learn? Waters washing, high winds blowing, taking back our lands. The earth is turning, fires burning, purifying lands. Waters washing, high winds blowing, taking back our lands. The earth is turning, fires burning, purifying lands. Cause Mother Earth has a destiny to heal. Get rid of all the impurities, reveal that Mother Earth has a destiny to heal. Get rid of all the impurities, reveal this land. This land. So what shall the fate of man be? What's to be the demise of our home? We've polluted it, neglected it, evading the signs that we can no longer ignore. They say too late shall be the cry, my brothers, if we don't take action now. There's no room in here for deja vu, for in the last days we are for sure. Waters washing, high winds blowing, taking back our lands. The earth is turning, fires burning, purifying lands. Waters washing, high winds blowing, taking back our lands. The earth is turning, fires burning, purifying lands. Cause Mother Earth has a destiny to heal. Get rid of all the impurities, reveal that Mother Earth has a destiny to heal. Get rid of all the impurities, reveal this land. Oh, this land. My land, sweet Trinbago, this land. Ooh, this land. Thank you. This land.
And we're moving on. That was contestant number 10, Tanya Rollinson. And clearly, my maths tells me I must go on to contestant number 11. The first soca for the evening, again from the Department of Fine and Performing Arts, the Trin City Learning Center. And it's good to see people lining up by the refreshments. I notice we have some die-hard Kaiso fans. Food can make them move from Kaiso. Well done. Well done. I like you all very much. Contestant number 11, as I said, the Department of Fine and Performing Arts, the Trin City Learning Center. The genre is Soca. The name of the song, Go Down, Go Down. Go down, go down. Let's bring on Mr. Roger Salandi.
As the old man of Soca, they say, I can't go down no more. But I go show them I could go down. Somebody say, go down, old man, go down. Go down, old man, go down. Come on, go down, old man, go down. Go down, old man, go down. Go down, old man, go down. Well, I give me a little time. I go reach there just now. Old man, go down. Come on, sing it out. Go down, old man. Put your hands now. Go down, old man, go down. Come again. Go down, old man, go down. Go down, old man, go down. I come in now. Go down, old man, go down. Just wait. Oh God, my heart, just now. Hold on. DJ, play my tune. Play it loud because my ears are working too good. Go down, go down. Go down, old man, go down. Go down, go down. I'm singing a love song, I'm looking for a wife. Hey, baby girl, I wanna treat you right. All I wanna do is hold you tight. Baby girl, I wanna treat you right. Oh, all I wanna do is hold you tight. All my girls, tip on your toe, girl, do the wine, girl. Tip on your toe, girl, do the wine, girl. Tip on your toe, girl, do the wine, girl. Tip on your toe, girl. Watch me, hey, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it, jiggle it. Only thing the old man can't go down. Hey, watch me now. Do this one for spoiler. I do this one for bummer. I doing this one for kitchener. I doing this one. Everybody say, go down, old man, go down. Go down, old man, go down. Go down. Only no Tobago Festival, watch it. Ha, sing it. Ha, come on. Ha. I go teach them young people. I was born in 1924. Everybody, let me hear you. Go down, old man, go down. Hands up. Go down, old man, go down. Go down, old man, go down. Go down, old man. Sing the chorus. Baby girl, I wanna treat you right. Oh, all I wanna do is you tight. Hey, baby girl, I wanna treat you right. Oh, all I, what you old man? Hold you tight. Old man, go down. Go down, old man, go down. Sing it! Go down, old man, go down. Go down, old man, go down. Jump, old man, jump. Jump, old man, jump. Alright, well, you want to see how this wine? Watch me. Oh, let us sing it now. There we go. Go down, old man, go down. Go down. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 gosh. Well, I have mercy on the old man. Time short, so I go say goodbye before I get a heart attack. Sing it with me. Sing it. Go down, old man, go down. 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 Go down, go down, go down, old man, go down. Go down, oh gosh, go down.
In position 11, Roger Chang. In position 10, Kepera Mencora. In position 9, Geniel Bailey. Position number 8, Ryan McKenzie. Position 7, Wendell Moreau. Position 6, Alicia Williams. In position number 5, Roger Salandi. Position number 4, Jonelle Manwaring. In position 3, Vernon Barrow. In second place, the contestant who will receive the envelope in Dr. Paul's hand, Cherise Collymore, the COSTAATT Calypso Monarch for 2014, Tanya Rawlinson.